opening a bottle of an award-winning sparkling wine. This is the 2013 vintage Reserve Brut by Digby, and there's many reasons why English sparkling wines are winning awards even over and above champagnes from France. One of them is that 1 degree can make a big difference. So the temperature has gone up on average 1 degree, which is making it sometimes difficult in the Champagne region, but making it perfect in the south of England for vines to grow and to produce very good champagnes or sparkling wines made in la méthode traditionnelle or champenoise. And so when we see a cork fly across a room, we often assume that there's a celebration taking place, right? So yes, I am celebrating. Firstly, I'm celebrating those of you that know me well, and if you're getting to know me, bienvenue and Santé. I love to weave the alchemy of sparkling wine and champagne making with transformative well-being. And I am officially launching my first retreat. I'll tell you more about that because we've booked the date. I'm going to be co-presenting that with a very dear friend. I'm very excited about that. Also, one of my dearest friends who doesn't drink but does appreciate the ritual of what this means, after 7 years recently qualified, and so I promised that I would symbolically celebrate her. And also I recorded my first 2 meditations professionally, even when I thought I might have lost my voice. So those are going to be launched and ready, and one of them is about deep relaxation, about going into the bottle and fermenting, so to speak, overnight, so that in the morning, the second one is a guided visualization that uses 8D music and binaural beat technology to help your brain waves go into alpha so that you can really access the subconscious mind. And it's all about how do you create your own effervescence for the day. Because if you look at this glass with me, what do you see? There's a lot of drama going on. I often think that you can't really think about anything else or be stressed if you really are mindfully looking at a glass of champagne or sparkling wine. There's just so much activity and dancing going on in the glass. So yeah, there's a lot of bubbles, there's a lot of activity. What is there not? What are you not seeing? Stillness, right? Because effervescence, I don't know what effervescence means to you, but when I ask people that I present my workshops to, they always say uplifting, joyful, energy, movement, bubbly, sparkly, which is beautiful. But in order to become effervescent and uplifted and sparkly and joyful, we need the opposite, because life is all about polarity. So this wine sat on the lees, the dead yeast cells, for over 8 years in stillness, in the dark. And I'm sure some of you might feel like you want to go to sleep for 8 years, but we need to find a balance. And that's part of what the retreat is about. It's about teaching us how to bring in strategic rest so that we can stay effervescent and well. But what I thought for a moment, I'd like to invite you to be with me and the bubbles in their movement and effervescence, but make this a moment of stillness. So in this moment, perhaps bring your attention and awareness to the bubbles without criticism or judgment. There's just no right or wrong way to do this. You can't get it wrong. If you are here in this moment, that is enough. You're giving yourself huge permission to be in one place where you could be jumping around doing so many other things, moving on to the next activity. And I invite you to take maybe the deepest, most nourishing in-breath you've taken all day. Breathing in through your nose, if that's comfortable for you to do. And then out through slightly closed lips so that you make the air last longer as it exhales. Maybe even making a S or Z sound. And as we contemplate the paradox of effervescence and upliftment with stillness and dropping down, I'd like to end with some words from Rosemary Trauma and a beautiful poem about how are you and the paradox of life and joy. And I wrote this down in case I didn't quite quote it correctly. May you walk more openly into this world, so rife with devastation and so rife with joy. Santé.